All right, Coach, you split with Augustana here today. It was a tough battle in both games. We can start with game one where you faced Hansen and for the Vikings, who had 12 strikeouts. What made him so difficult, even though you guys were able to pull out the win?
Well, he threw a lot of his off-speed stuff, and in his off-speed, he was, when our guys would come back, I think he was using different off-speed to the righties than the lefties, so he couldn't gauge exactly what he was throwing those guys until late in the game. And he just did a good job of keeping us off balance, I think, and he threw a lot of strikes.
And your hitters really came through it towards the end of that game one. What was their approach like?
Well, we just told them, you got guys throwing strikes, so you got to get in and get a good pitch and hit. You can't let sometimes we look for the perfect pitch all the time, so just looking, you got to put the ball in play. You got to put the bat on the ball and do some things with it and see what happens. And if you do that, good things will happen. So.
In transition to game two, we had John Wanker on the mound, and he pitched phenomenally starting off the game.
Yeah, he did a great job, and I'm probably going to kick myself for taking him out. But he was at 100+ pitches, and we don't, he's got to come back and pitch on Saturday. And it's early in the season; we don't need to burn anybody out at this point, so that's why we took him out. Our bullpen had been doing okay.
What made him so good?
Well, he just had command of his pitches when he would throw strikes. He's that big lefty that looks like he's throwing because he's so smooth. The ball explodes on hitters. I think they don't think it's coming as hard as it is with his fastball when he's looking.
Your offense in that second game, they were able to get a couple in the third, and then you added one towards the end of the frame. How did they really stay consistent throughout the game?
Well, if you look at we left 14 guys at base. We had plenty of chances to score more than 3 runs. We just got to get better. Especially in the bottom order, we got to get better at executing. We run some guys, and we don't get any. We leave guys on third base way too often. So that's some things we got to work on.
End of the game, it's a tough way to end it with that fair foul call down the right field line. But what do you tell the guys looking at next week?
Well, our first 2 weekends were against 2 of the better teams in the league, St. Cloud and Augie. We'd rather be 5-3 rather than 3-5 after playing, but that's where we're at. But we got some weekends here coming up that we should be able to get some wins. Hopefully, we have some things go together and start playing good baseball. We'll be okay.